Boxing experts have uncovered why Bivol will beat Dmitry Bivol in October under the stunning lights of Saudi Arabia. The two titans will crash in a charging light heavyweight standoff for each undisputed world title following the battle's rescheduling. Additionally, an elegant undercard has been reported for Blender Beev's conflict with Dmitry Bivol. Shocker Stevenson will guard his WBC world title against English ability Joe Cardina in the co-headliner. This denotes a critical chance for Cardina, who is moving forward from super featherweight following an astounding loss of his brought-together titles to Anthony Kakachi in the occasion. Chris Eubank Jr. will at last make his rebound when he faces Finnish veteran Camille Sita. This will stamp his presentation battle under fighter following botched open doors for high-profile sessions against Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. He will trust that his rival will just act as a springboard for a future slant at the World Crown. Quite possibly of the most enthusiastically anticipated confrontation on the card is the profoundly expected rematch between English heavyweights Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark. After a wild and debilitating fight that deduced in an impasse recently, the two warriors are presently centered around getting an unequivocal triumph and having their hands brought up and win with the prestigious English crown in question. Watchers can expect business as usual. Thrilling first match. Ben Whittaker, a talented youthful ability who is rapidly coming to unmistakable quality, will likewise play against Liam Cameron, a homegrown contender. Whittaker has acquired huge reputation for his ostentatious dramatic skill and exceptional abilities, procuring correlation with the unbelievable ruler Nassim Him. Jao Paya will go up against Jack Massey to shield his cruiserweight belt on the card, too, impacting the world forever. The very first female session on a Saudi boxing card will see the gifted Sky Nicholson go head-to-head against Raven Chapman for the sought-after WBC featherweight world title at long last. In his most memorable expert match, Muhammad Alakal will face Jesus Gonzalez. The headliner anyway will be the hotly anticipated standoff between Shabi and Bivol, as they at long last finish their warmed contention up following quite while of expectation. The victor could confront a few potential challengers, one of whom is David Bennett, the ongoing WBC required competitor. In the meantime, Roy Jones Jr., an untouched legend in the ring, unquestionably had his portion of jolting minutes at 175 pounds anyway. Many accept that Superman, a fitting moniker for him, thriving was at his very best as a super middleweight, pondering the most expected light heavyweight conflict in late memory, mixer BV versus Dmitry Bivol. With everything on the line, Jones imparted bits of knowledge to boxing social that we ought to all focus on Jones, who has crushed prominent adversaries like Montel Griffin, Mike Malum in a less imposing state, Virgil Slope, Reggie Johnson, Julio Cesar Gonzalez, and Clinton Woods during his time at 175 pounds. Is resolved that the October 12th unification session between the two unbeaten Russian warriors is a long way from shot in the dark. He as of now has an authoritative champ as a top priority. Jones said of Bell against Beterbiev, "No, it's anything but a 50-50 battle. One Beterbiev is a lot more established. Beterbiev has been thumped down. Bile has never been down. Bivol has been in there with who at the time was the pound-for-pound best in Canelo Alvarez and made him seem to not be anything, so it's anything but a 50-by-50 better. Bev has got all that to show me to take it back to a 50-by-50 battle." Jones further added, "Right now Bivol enjoys the benefit at 64 teaches. Now, BBV is quite a fellow and quite a warrior and has great power, yet he has additionally been down and, as far as I can tell, is on the off chance that another person has wrecked you. I must get you down, you comprehend me. Currently, it's quite a punch to stroll through to get him down, so it's an extremely risky game to play. Confronting Beterbiev is certainly a hazardous undertaking. Simply request any from his past rivals who needed to fight with his faultless knockout record, in spite of being 39 and having been stunned." As Jones called attention to Beterbiev consistently ascends to guarantee triumph. No warrior has at any point figured out how to go all the way with him anyway. One could ponder, has Beterbiev at any point experienced a fighter as in fact proficient as Bivol, and has Bivol at 33 at any point faced an enemy with the sheer disastrous power that BBV brings to the ring? Questions like these just elevate our expectation for this hotly anticipated standoff, while Jones raises a few admirable statements. "I'm staying with my forecast. BBV will get another KO or stoppage when the battle at last happens." Recently, Dmitry Bivol effectively safeguarded his reality boxing affiliation title with a sixth-round technical knockout over Malik Harmony. The triumph accomplished in the energetic setting of Riyadh's Realm Field set Bivol ideal record of 230 and built up his status as a chief competitor in the light heavyweight division. Ball held on to control of the battle from the very start, leaving Zoned battling to stay up. With the Russian force to be reckoned with from the absolute first chime, Bevel radiated certainty and reason, directing the ring with an imposing presence. And in any event, flooring the Libyan before the primary round closed the profoundly expected confrontation among Ball and Erbibivat. Fans humming with fervor, yet destiny had different plans. An astonishing knee injury sidelined BBV, making the much-expected conflicts be rejected in a bid to push Ball's energy along. Malik Zad was gotten as a last-minute substitution. However, Zoned was not completely ready or comparable to Ball's type. He moved forward to the test, making up for the shortcoming left by BBV. Ball's victory envoys a new period in the light heavyweight division. The exceptionally expected standoff for the undisputed light heavyweight title against BBV, at first scheduled for a similar occasion, is presently formally set for October 12th. Bevel's extraordinary showcase in the ring is a reasonable sign to his future challenger, setting up what is ready to become one of the most zapping episodes of the year in the boxing field. Then again, boxing trainer Captain Kelp has shown precisely how BBV has kept up with his staggering power. BBF has created a wonderful undefeated streak since entering the expert positions. Protecting a perfect 20-0 record with every triumph stopping by knockout, he has saddled a scary strength that has raised him to become perhaps of the most impressive puncher in the game. As of late, moreover, boxing trainer Kelp has uncovered to the public his thought process is better. BF's equation for progress. He amazed his Instagram supporters with a phenomenal move known as the iron clench hand. Easily slipping into the press-up position for a stunning showcase, Kelp jumped out of sight, siphoning his clench hand. With a musical movement, he skipped all over his hand, moving from an open palm to a suffocating grip, lastly to a situation with his knuckles confronting outward before he arrived back on the ground. The drill seemed, by all accounts, to be an imposing trial of solidarity and resolve requesting significant exertion. Anyway, it vowed to extraordinarily upgrade wrist power in the process. He made sense of in the subtitle, "This is an extremely progressed and extraordinary activity for reinforcing the muscles in your grasp, wrists, and fingers." Light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev does this activity, and it has added to his 100% co-proportion, so you can bit by bit foster your muscles and allow them to create to assist you with getting an iron clench hand. There's no question that Beterbiev sneaks up all of a sudden, as confirmed by his capacity to bring down warriors like Anthony Yardy and Callum Smith with sheer power. In October, he will stand up to Dmitry Bivol in the most overwhelming test of his profession so far, with a chance to guarantee the title of undisputed top dog in limbo. It very well may be the ideal drape called at 39, yet there may be a few esteemed tests to come for this present week. Eddie Hearn plunked down with IFL television to examine, among different subjects, the profoundly expected undercard for the October 12th light heavyweight unification conflict between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, set to unfurl in Riyadh. The occasion guarantees an uncommon undercard, as per Hearn's most recent comments. Since the compelling Saudi financial backers made their sensational entry into the game, fans have become acquainted with seeing top-level cards stacked with ability and with their proceeded with help. These high-worth, energizing occasions are set to continue to move. In Hearn said of the October 12th card, there is a layout of the undercard that is set up. Now, every one of the agreements are being drawn up, and clearly Riyadh season will make that declaration. I would agree that they'll ideally be in a situation 1 week from now to report the undercard for October 12th. It's a great undercard. You stay there again, you simply take a gander at it, and you go, how would you do that? You see nothing like it. What can fans expect on the October battle card? Hypothesis is now humming. One charming chance is a heavyweight rematch between Fraser Clark and Fabio Wardley, which could highlight on the undercard. Furthermore, there is discussion of a potential 5 versus 5 confrontation, repeating the Queensberry versus Matchroom conflict from June 1st. That very night, BBV and Ball were at first scheduled to go head-to-head. We should find out what the undercard resembles for the following week. It appears as though another noteworthy setup is on the manor, in which it's surprising to hear that a few fans actually censure Turi Elliott and his group. Regardless of the consistent progression of first-class occasions they're conveying with such countless heavenly cards coming our direction, puzzling, certain individuals are as yet not happy with the exceptionally expected session on October 12th. Moving toward the inquiry emerges, will Beterbiev's new latency destroy him? Or will the energetic, lively Bivol guarantee triumph? Then again, could Beterbiev's uncommon and considerable punching power reverse the situation in support of himself? Again, this matchup will undoubtedly be a display worth the expectation. Blair Cobbs expects Erborbiev's crash with Dmitry Bivol in the not-so-distant future to be serious areas of strength. For two, a competitor at welterweight accepts Bivol will be his hardest test to date and anticipates that he should win. Cobbs referenced that Artur Beterbiev has mind-boggling strength and power, and he communicated vulnerability about how Ball would have the option to deal with such a considerable rival. Cobbs questioned Ball's capacity to get by against Beterbiev, yet recognized that the battle would be exceptionally fascinating. He proposed that Bivol might actually land various punches on Beterbiev and collect focuses, making it a thrilling match. Cobbs added that the battle would merit watching and that he was anxious to see it.